Hi everyone, Sunday morning, it's very hot and everybody's gone out and left me. I've still got the dogs though, so I'm not completely on my own. But Emma and Mark's gone out for the day to a cosplay type of thing. So I'm going to be doing some gardening and relaxing in the summer house. I'm not doing an awful lot of anything that involves hard work because it's very hot outside. So just to potter about. I'm going to put some lettuce seeds in and I'm going to take some cuttings. I've finished my trellis work on the top of the garden. I would have preferred wood, but money is a problem these days. I spend far too much of it. So I decided to just buy the posts and then make do with what I could find on the garden. And I found a big roll of wire that I bought for another project. And there was loads left in the shed when I tidied the shed out. So I've used that. And actually it's made it not as quite so noticeable. If I'd have put wooden trellis up, the neighbours might have complained how high it is, but because this wire seems to disappear, you can still see the posts. But when I get some nice clematis and different things climbing up it, I don't think, and no, none of the neighbours will mind. There were massive great big trees there that was nearly as high as the neighbour's house, so surely nobody will moan. So let me go and show you what seeds I'm going to put in. So we have some lamb's lettuce, and we'll see if this pack comes up. Some rocket, that must be the lamb's lettuce that didn't come up before. We'll try it again, sprinkle some in, and just a normal lettuce, you know, like a soft lettuce. So I'm going to do them as cut and come again, because I think that's going to work better for me. So I'm going to sprinkle some of these in some containers, which I will show you in a minute. Right, I have two of these, and these are the same ones as I've got hanging at the side of my summer house. So I've got some brackets that will fit on these. So I'm not quite sure where I'm going to put them. I'm just going to start one lot of seeds in this one, and then I'm going to wait a few weeks and start some in that one, so I've got a constant supply of lettuce all summer. As you can see, I've got plenty of fence. I could actually hang them on this fencing, put them on this fencing, but this actual fencing belongs to next door, so they might not like it. Now this is the new trellis area. Let me get a bit closer and you might be able to see it, because even from my view through the camera, I can't see the green fencing. I can just see the posts. So here we are, look, I think you can see the green fencing now. So I've took a jasmine out that wasn't doing very well from the shaded area, and it is a little bit droopy, but it's so hot this morning. It didn't look too bad last night. So I could hang things on here. So I could hang my lettuce across there, or even on that one. Mark's fastened that one up because it was a bit loose. So I've put in some more beans, and these ones, I'm not quite sure whether these are ground cover beans or climbers, because I got that many didn't come up and the labels got knocked off with keep moving things around. I'm having a new different labelling system for next year. And them at the back, they're the ones that Jo gave me. She gave me the seeds, and they're coming. I just put them in yesterday. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and I think one little one coming in that corner. That's 5 out of, I think I've got another 3 more pots that they've not come up yet, but they should grow up and grow up here. So this is what I'm going to be taking some cuttings off. And there's another one further across that's like a dark purpley colour. I'm going to see if I can take some cuttings off that. I've been and investigated, and how I thought you're supposed to take clematis cuttings, you do. So I'll get up there and take some cuttings, and then I'll put them into pots and show you. So I'm going to use two different coloured pots, so I know which ones are which till I find some labels. Right, now I'm going to go and take my cuttings. Right, you need to cut off a piece like this, right, and then you need to cut here. So where I put my scissors, they're always out of reach. So I need to cut in half there, and then cut in half there, and cut in half. Oh, it's very difficult to do looking through the camera. Right, I've dropped something again. Right, let me kind of move some of these. I'll just move. Hold on, I need two hands. Now, this is what you need. You need that node there. Right, so this bit goes in to your compost. This goes in as well, but we need only one leaf on, so it's not taking too much liquid out of the plant, and it can concentrate on the roots. So I'm going to chop these down to one leaf. I'm going to do all of them, and then I'll show you. Right, there we are. So I might just chop these two down a little bit more so I can get it into this pot. And now all we need to do is stick this into a little hole I've made like that, and cover it up, push it down, and chuck a bit more on, and that goes in there. You can shove more than one in a pot, but just for now I'm just going to stick that one in. If you've got a big pot or a tray, then you can put lots of them in together. So there we are. If you can see, I can't see at all because the sun's in my eyes. Well, find some shade so you can see. There we are. The sun's come out. I've got 3 in a pot, so I'm going to go and stand that in some water, and then we're going to kind of put it in a propagator. This is the purple one, so I'm going to do the same with this one. I've had success with like a more hardier clematis called Montana. That one takes ever so easy, but these are a bit more fancier and sensitive ones. You have to be a bit more patient with them and be very careful. So I'll get that done. I'll do the same as what I did for the other, but they're going into terracotta colour pots so that I can label them up later. Here we have all the cuttings, and this side there's 5 altogether, and they're like a whitish coloured flower. And over this side we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 of the purple ones. This is a bit of jasmine that came off while I was cutting everything else off, so I've just shoved it in. They're really watered and nice and soggy and wet. I'll put them in here, and then I'll put the propagator lid on the top to keep the leaves moist so they don't dry out give them a bit of a better chance. It's well warm enough now to uncover my tomato plants, my outdoor ones. There we are, all uncovered, doing really well. Sorry, I'm in my own shadow, but it might actually help you to see the plants. They're doing really well, considering it keeps raining really heavy and I have to keep covering them up with fleece. Fig tree into that corner. As it gets a bit higher, it'll get a bit more sunshine, but as the sun comes round, this banking gets the sun, so it won't be in shade all day. Oh look, I've spotted a strawberry. That'll not be long before I can eat that. That's looking nice. That's good. I think I'm going to have to go and fetch my hat. I can feel the sun on the back of my head and it's right burning. So if I don't want sunstroke this afternoon, I better go and fetch a hat. I need to do some weeding around my carrots. They've come up a bit hit and miss, but I've been leaving them because a lot of the seeds have actually been coming up, even though we thought they weren't coming up. When you get the odd little one pop through and then nothing else. But I've left everything, and a few more have started to come up, especially my chard. Now I've got a nice row of chard, but I've got quite a few little ones because they've only just come up. I had a bit of malfunction with my phone and I lost the footage of the before I weeded, and me telling you that I was going to put some more carrots in that I've got spare and some spring onions in the gaps. So that's looking a lot better than it did. Just a shame you didn't have the before I weeded, but they're all little tiny nettles. My fingers are stinging. This is how hot it is. I just moved these for about 5 minutes and the compost is wet, just so I could sort my coal frame out. And just look at the state of it, right wilted. So I might have to go and get some more shading to put on these, because these are starting, and they've all been watered this morning, so it's not as though the compost is not wet. Right, so these are my dahlias and I've got to get them in. And if you're watching Joe, I'll save you one because they're a double bloom. It's a miniature or dwarf one with a double bloom. I don't know what colours because it's a mixed. So I'll save you one because I'm giving my mum some and I thought you might like one. I know the dahlias and you've said you don't want too many dahlias, but this is a bit of a different one. So that's it. I'm about toasting. I've got to go in. I can't stand this heat any longer. So bye for now.